Hello everyone, Mystic here, and welcome to just a quick little thing in Minecraft, which is my world where I do little redstone tests and experiments. Things like how I can make something which, if I stand inside of it, can actually clip me through blocks. It's a very strange device, but it's really cool to think about how it works. And if I were to try it in survival, here's where it's even more interesting. It doesn't even hurt. Then of course I've got my favourite thing, a hyper-powered redstone clock. So powerful it actually turns itself off. Then we got one of my favourites. A fully fledged randomizer. Book, paper, diamond, paper, book, paper, book, diamond, diamond, book, book, come on, paper. It's really not wanting to give me the fourth option. There it is, redstone dust. So yeah, this little fella is perfect for a four-way randomize, and it just uses a simple clock attached to, well, if I throw out all the books, this little circle, which extends into a different piston. Then, don't really need to worry about this. This is just me having a little fun making a boat ride. Over here, don't know why it stopped. Oh yeah, I detached it, that's why. Because of how laggy this would get. Yep. That attaches to everywhere. Then this big old thing, where if I hit this button, creates a loop. Oh, I just realised I need to attach a bit of redstone onto there. Now the loop will work. So it'd be, something would fly in, get hit by that, then hit by that, hit by that, and hit by that. It's a very fun little thing, and to show off how it works, if I were to put one of the armor stands there, and then if I were to put a block there, it slightly gets caught by the block's second push. Because I'm trying to see where it actually does that real quick. No, it shouldn't. Oh, it's because of that. Okay. If I had to detach that, the loop goes there to there. Yep, the loop still works. In fact, yeah, I even refined my loop. So then say I had a block all the way up there. And if I just put a few, they are in a perpetual loop. And it begins all over again. But if I'm correct, by breaking there and there, yep, the loop gets burned out. Then done little tests in regards to crossbows with the Gunpowder Crusader to test how damaging a crossbow can be. One of my favourite things that I like to make, redstone doors. Gives you a bit of time. So it's meant to be designed as, say, you are running in. Oh, guess not quite, but you get the drift. You're going in, give yourself enough time before it shuts behind you. Then, this. I do believe that it's currently on. So what I would do is turn it off. Grab any raw food that you can cook. Let's say a stack of chicken. Put it in. System will pull out all of the food. Then you hit that. And I'll head down here. And it should start cooking up all the chicken. There's unless, of course, the method is flipped. It's been much longer since I've last seen this one. In fact, I'm going to check it. It's been so long. Are the systems on lock? I believe the systems are on lock. Right, but equally... Oh no, it's... okay, no, it's just that they're all out of coal. I still need to solve a method of automizing coal for these. But once I eventually learn how to actually automatically insert coal or other forms of cooking, it will be trivial to the process. There we go. Because down in this chest should very soon be plenty of meat. And yes, I use a completely individual method than what you would think for doing this. But I'm just a little concerned. I'm going to check on it. Okay, oh no, that's just a little space, yeah. The real result's down here, which gets taken through to here. Because down here should be, yes, a dispenser. So, by following the chicken, it's instantly taken, put into the chest, sent via the hopper system into the dispenser. then from there, it actually goes into here. That's the whole process, I remember now. Except the food's not going in the chest. Oh, is the food getting stuck? Or is the food vanishing? What? I'll fix that eventually. But, yeah. That was just a jar for me trying out a few things with mobs. And one individual trivial thing. So, with all of these, it is as follows. Say you want stack of cobble, stack of iron, and a stack of, let's say, not beacons, diamond. So, all three of the switches, or all two actually, are off. This will send over to here. You'd only really use this as a long-term event. So yeah, this chest is gaining all the cobble. So, once all the cobble's ejected, or once you put all the cobble in and it's gone, you would hit that switch, and what would happen is all the iron gets redirected to the second chest. And then once all of the iron is gone, you hit the diamond, or you hit the last switch, and all the diamonds go into the last one. It is quite literally a organizer, which you can say is way too over the top for what it's meant to do, but it does the job. And once you're done, you turn off both switches and voila. That's basically just, if you want to have a system to store your mining items and you're at the bottom of the mine. But this is for my newest creation, my actual reprise of a machine I made in an old world. One thing that could be really fun is combination locks. So, multiple levers attached to a list of things to create a lock. So by turning off all of those, you can see there is a redstone charge that will go through. So you'd be like, okay, just hit them all then. No. Okay then, let's turn them off. Let's try middle. The first one moves. Okay then, let's try this one now. And then let's try this one. It doesn't work. So let's turn that one off. And that one off. Now let's try this one. It goes through. Try the final one. Reaches the end. So, what if we were to start with this one? Okay. Doesn't work. That's because the piston blocks the route for the diamond block where the charge can go through. Now you might think, oh, that doesn't seem too bad for free. I wanted to attempt to make a 6-number lock. And I did. This is every bit of wiring to create that kind of lock for free with 6 individual levers. So, how does it work? Or more specifically, how does the code work in regards to specific order functioning? Well, this book has our code 315462. So 3, 1, 5, 4, 6, 2. And would you look at that, it got all the way to the end. So, I also made a little chest here as a example for how you can also hide your lock if you don't want to have a book just showing it. Yeah, this might look extra convoluted, but if you start from the top down in terms of the rows, you would get 3, 1, 5, 4, 6, 2. What's more is you can even jumble up their positions. So, let's go with, like, this. Even though the combination is now scattered about even more, it's still here. Because if you go from top to bottom, 3, 1, 5, 4, 6, 2. Now onto the bread and butter of the redstone. How the lock works. Just like this one, with how by hitting the right lever, it blocks that one while putting that one in place, and it doesn't work. But hitting the left one puts the last one in place while blocking the other two. But putting the middle one lets the first through, then the right lets the second, then the left lets it through fully. Why didn't that work? Why is it activating that? But, well, you don't even need to have it like that, because I think I had 2 different pistons there for some reason. And all you need for the last one is a sticky. Much like how, by hitting that one, you're not only activating the block here to move in the place, but you're hitting a piston to block the route. Same goes with how if you hit the left lever, you're actually putting both of those in place because it's the 3rd number in the lock. Whoops. Henceforth, the 2 numbers prior need to be hit beforehand. You're just making that, but more. So, say number 2, our last number in the lock. It would put the last block in place, block number 6, but 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 are all out of place. How does this work? Well, the first wire, or the first bit of redstone, that you would want is the one attaching to the very first block that goes into place. This is just flat out be able to say, alright, I know what number comes first. Next up is block number 2, which is for how I colour coordinated it with different ore blocks, iron. So you would take this one and you would split your path. One path leads to push block number 2 into place. The other leads to a little network connected to the piston at block 1 to shut it. As you can then guess, it's not just the iron one that attaches. Emerald, copper, lapis and gold all also connect. If we go to block number 2, where iron actually is the one that pushes it, you can see lapis, copper, gold and once again emerald all lock it. Block number 3 opens via emerald. You can see that it is gold, lapis and copper that lock it. Block number 4, this one is opened by lapis, or not opened by lapis, opened by gold. Lapis and copper lock it. Block number 5 opened by lapis, copper blocks it. The last block is opened by copper. These are designed so then this one works on every piston. This one only works on the first. So 1 piston, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pistons. The thing is, as you can see, at the end of it all, every bit, don't know where that came from, every bit of redstone is lit up. The whole reason that you want all of it lit up is if any bit of it is turned off for some reason, say this bit, it will shut down the main line. Yeah, even if any order is put in, only the correct order will do it. And here's where it can be even worse. So, say we did, not 6, 5, then 1. Even though it's 3, 1, 5, 4, 6, 2. We did everything in the order except for 1, 5 correctly. It locks down the system past the first number. This is designed to make it almost impossible to actually open the lock. But if you know the code, you're able to enter. So yeah, if you're also questioning, is there any guide I found for this? No. I flat out decided I'm going to bunker down on this and try to make a fully functioning combination lock, and eventually I want to implement this into a normal world to create my own vault. Because even though I have all of that lined up like that, it can all hide behind a wall. And if you're not going into it, like, well, I made it look like that, here's the truth. You can actually create a fake design. Maybe not block of coal. Something better is concrete, black concrete. You can make it look like it's dark. But in truth, let's say over here you had a little hole actually appear. It's all intricacies, and all just, if you know the redstone, it works out like nothing else ever can go wrong. Okay. So just to show it, I will quickly wire this to the end of the combination lock. There we go. So, looks all normal. You might be thinking, ooh, I want to try and get into there, see what's in the dark. If you know the lock, and then look, you'll be like, why is the door open? Well, either you hit the lock wrong, or I actually forgot to do something very important, which is known as reverse clocks. So, a little quick lesson on reverse clocks. So, a reverse clock, might as well quickly show it since it's already active. You have one side with a redstone torch on a block. The other side you have with just a wire of redstone. If the wire is to be activated, it will actually deactivate the torch, reversing the charge. Reverse clocks are also able to be called reverse charges. But yeah, it's simply, if you know it, you can even make a fake out and go to the real place. So, I guess this has been a little lesson in redstone. But yeah, even any part of the lock, if you hit it, can deactivate the path itself. So yeah, I guess this has been a lesson in redstone, as well as how to create advanced combination locks. So, this is Mystic, and goodbye.